Do you know why the sole of your shoes is grooved? Why it is done? It is done to provide better grips between the shoes and the ground so that you can jump, run, etc. on the ground. Similarly, you might have seen the treaded tires of cars, trucks, etc. These also provide better grip with the ground. We also increases the friction by adding or keeping brake pads in automobiles or in bicycles. Actually, in a bicycle, if you observe, you can see that the brake pads are not in contact with the rim. But when you want to stop the vehicle, you apply the brake. The brake pads arrest the motion of the rim due to friction. Thus, the wheel stops moving. Let us look at some more examples. You might have also seen the gymnasts apply some coarse substance on their hands to increase the friction for better grip. In some cases, we want to minimize the friction. Can you give some examples? Let us look at some examples. Why do you sprinkle fine powder on the carom board? Yes, it is for the smooth movement of striker and the coins. Suppose in your house, if a door is making some sound, cracky sound, what do? Yes, we apply 2-3 drops of oils on the hinges. When you apply the oils, what happens? Yes, the doors work properly. You might have also seen a bicycle and a motor mechanic uses grease between the moving parts of machines. Yes, we apply the oil to decrease the friction and to increase the efficiency. Now what happens when you apply grease or oils between the moving parts? When you apply grease or oil between the moving parts, this oil forms a layer between the moving parts. So these moving parts do not come in contact with each other directly because there is a layer of oil or grease between the moving parts. So what happens? It reduces the friction by decreasing the irregularities between the surfaces. So we apply some substance like oil and grease to reduce the friction, and these substances which are added to reduce the friction are called lubricants. So what is the function of lubricant? A lubricant is a substance that reduces the friction between the moving parts of a machine by forming a thin layer between the two surfaces. This thin layer doesn't make the moving parts directly come in contact with each other. So this is the function of a lubricant. Now can you make the friction zero by applying more lubricants?